Welcome back to your Yankees Latest. I'm your host, John Laloggia. Yankees take care of business last night, 3-2, again winning another close game. Yankees improved to 37-22. They're absolutely killing it in the AL. Other than the Tigers, are probably the best team. Just incredible performance from this entire team, bullpen, starting pitching, hitting, getting some guys back. LeMahieu, Chisholm, we're going to talk about soon. They just reactivated him. But I want to start with Rodon. He improves to 8-3, 2.49 ERA. He was absolutely incredible. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. Again, you're just seeing confidence with the breaking ball, the changeup, and just being aggressive with the fastball and sort of pitching to contact, knowing that he has really good stuff. And not afraid to challenge these guys. He just feels like he's in total command and has just exuding a lot of confidence, which I think is huge for him. He has great stuff. The fastball up, plays with the changeup and the slider down and into righties, and just aggressive with the fastball because guys are gearing up for his fastball, and then he drops in, an 84, 85 mile an hour slider, changeup down and away to righties was just absolutely nasty. Fastball up, fastball in, and then the slider down and in. He had all 3 pitches really working for him, and when he really developed that changeup, it just became such an important tertiary pitch that he wasn't just fastball slider, that he had another pitch. And then when you can throw that fastball up and above the letters, it just makes that changeup down and away that much more difficult to hit. And he's tunneling really well. The ball is coming out the same exact way every time. So great performance from him. He has been absolutely incredible, and one of the reasons this team is absolutely rolling. So Chisholm returns with authority. He hits a bloop base at the left field, then he goes 2 for 3 with a bomb, an RBI, 2 RBIs, makes a really good play at third base. He just gives his team a boost. He gives his team an energy, and I think this is something that this team needs. Obviously, his production, there's a huge hole at third base, but maybe if he can perform pretty consistently, they may not have to get a third baseman at the trade deadline. We've been talking about Arenado and some of these other players, but if he's performing and he's playing solid defensively and he's hitting the ball out of the ballpark, he's going to be playing third base. It's a huge, huge return in addition back from the IL for the Yankees. He was incredible. And again, a 3-2 win over the Guardians. Cleveland's a very good team, 32-27. They are beating good teams, and they are winning close games. This is so encouraging to see this team being able to win like this and not have to slug their way out. They sort of did that in April and May. And the last couple of weeks, you've been seeing these one-run ball games, these 2 to 3 win games, and they're doing it with pitching, bullpen, and timely hitting. And, I mean, that's incredible. You're going to get Stanton back soon. You're going to get some of that power. So the fact that this team can win in a variety of ways is incredibly encouraging. So I want to talk a little bit about trade rumors. So sort of, we were talking about third base a lot, but there's been some rumblings in the bullpen and the rotation. So, the Yankees placed closer Luke Weaver on the injured list with a hamstring injury, 4 to 6 weeks. He's out. They could possibly explore upgrades at the deadline, but Williams and Leiter and Cruz are internal options to cover the ninth now, and they're doing a pretty good job. So there's no immediate needs right now, but some trade rumors. Brandon Lau, second baseman from the Rays. Lefty bat, kind of costly, but offers a veteran presence, makes contact, doesn't strike out, would be a really good addition, just because you don't know the durability of LeMahieu at second base. And then Pete Fairbanks, a right-hander coming out of the bullpen. I know the Phillies are trying to target him, but and the Yankees bullpen is kind of in flux, but a really good right-hander at the back end of the bullpen can set up, definitely can close, and has elite stuff, fastball in the upper 90s. It can just punch guys out, which is definitely something that they need. So a couple of Rays players sort of on the peripheral, but I think Lau is a solid top infield target. I mean, you have Jazz, and you know what he can do. But it's a good fit for the Yankees. Left-handed bat with the short porch in right field, and then he's currently batting 241, 11 home runs, 31 RBIs for the Rays. But putting him in Yankee Stadium with that short porch, another good lefty bat, and a solid defensive infielder, I think would be a really, really good fit, because I like Lau at second, and if Jazz can play third, that's great. And then you have LeMahieu being able to platoon and get key base hits and make contact later in games, which I think is exactly what this team needs. Where do we go? There we go. Injuries and updates. Weaver, again, we talked about left hamstring strain. IL till sometime in June, July. MRI was taken. He received a injection to sort of help the healing. So don't hold your breath on that, which is why Fairbanks and some of these other pitchers around the deadline, particularly right-handed pitchers, could be quite attractive for the Yankees. Cousins is still out with a forearm strain. JT Brubaker, possibly June. Stanton, we talk about it every show. He's supposed to come back with the elbow issues. Who knows? They're going to really take their time with that. Stroman, sometime in June, fine. Okay, we need him to be 100%. So if he's 88, that's not going to be good enough. So I'm fine with he's got left knee inflammation. Just really babying him and taking his time. I want 100% ready to go Marcus Stroman, because at this age and at this stage in his career, a Stroman who's at 90% or 85% isn't really going to help this team win. And then the one I'm most excited about and have waiting forever, and I'm sure you have too, is Luis Gil. Possibly June, July, right lat strain. So threw off the bullpen, should be close, but something you don't really want to rush back. But and this team's rolling. They're winning games. They're winning close games. They're getting guys back, and I definitely like what I see a lot. Tonight's game should be a good one against Cleveland. Again, 7:05 first pitch. Cleveland's a very good team. Let's just not forget that. But it should be really good. And go Yanks. We'll check in tomorrow after tonight's game with a recap. I'm your host, John Laloggia. This has been your Yankees Update. Have a good day.